I've always believed that it's the message of the candidate for president which must always exude dapat yung message mo compatible sa personality mo based on three important characteristics. Competence, character, and most important, compassion. No? Sabihin na natin halimbawa, si Erap, nanalo ko noon, no? Si Erap, hindi mo naman masasabing competent compared to yung mga kalaban niya, di ba? Mga kalaban niya, talagang batikang politiko, nag-aral ng husto, tapos ng abugasya, whatever. Pero, yung element ng compassion, napakita ni Erap through his long years of public service na kaya niya makarelate sa masa. No? Pinaniniwalaan siya ng masa. And that was the same, those were the elements that I tried to, or our team tried to capture, and we won, kay Digong, kay Mayor Rodrigo Duterte. Karakter, tapang. Malasakit, compassion.
Tapang at malasakit.
Tapang at malasakit, no?
Totoo.
Alam mo, kung tutuusin mo, yung presidency is destiny, eh.
Yung kaguluhan sa Senado was really power play. You agree?
Yes, yes, of course.
Kailangan makuha yung Senate presidency at yun naman yung minority ngayon ay they have practically declared war on the majority, di po ba? Dahil sa pangyayaring yun. Napaka-importante yun para sa kanila dahil handang-handa na sila sa impeachment trial ni VP Sara. Now, in your opinion, dahil kayo po ay batikan na political strategist at campaigner, if the elections were held next month, kung mag-election po tayo ngayon, kunyari ay nag-snap election bigla, no? Kasi yung iba, hinihingi dyan na mag-resign daw lahat ng senador eh, di ba? Pero ang gusto yata, ang mag-resign lang yung majority ni Alan Peter eh. Unfair naman yun, ma'am. Kung gusto niyo resign na lang all, tatakbo kaya ako. Resign all. Di ba? Snap election. Now, Chairman Lito, kung mag-election po next month, sino po ang may advantage dito? Between VP Sara and the Marcos candidate. Considering mang machinery ng gobyerno ay napakalakas po at marami silang pera.
One observation na natutunan ko mula nung 1992 na ako naging spokesman ni candidate, then Speaker Ramon Mitra, and the vice presidential candidate was Siling Fernan, who's a close friend of mine, was hindi makinarya ang nagpapapanalo sa isang national candidate, lalong-lalo na pag presidente ang pinag-uusapan.
In fact, Mitra lost.
Mitra loss. Kaya nga doon ako natuto eh. Kasi nung nililigawan ni FVR at saka ni Mitra si Siling Fernan para maging vice president, ang inisip namin, pati ako, I'll admit, yung machinery ng LDP. Aanim lang yata o 7 ang congressman ni FVR. Lahat LDP, no? So parang mas sigurado tayo dito. But I learned the lesson there. And that was also brilliantly the star of the show, actually, 1992, was not FVR, nor Mitra, nor Danding. It was Miriam Defensor Santiago. Walang partido, bagong sibol na partido, walang leader, di ba? Dalawa, tatlo yata yung leader. Pero she almost made it. And in fact, sinasabi nga ng iba, she really made it. No?
Nandinaya siya.
Nandinaya siya.
So, yun eh. Doon ako, mula noon, I've always believed that it's the message of the candidate for president which must always exude, or dapat yung message mo compatible sa personality mo based on three important characteristics. Competence, character, and most important, compassion.
Yun.
Sabihin na natin halimbawa, si Erap, nanalo ko noon, no? Si Erap, hindi mo naman masasabing competent compared to yung mga kalaban niya, di ba? Mga kalaban niya, talagang batikang
Magagaling.
politiko, nag-aral ng husto, tapos ng abugasya, whatever. Pero, yung element ng compassion, napakita ni Erap through his long years of public service na kaya niya makarelate sa masa. No? Pinaniniwalaan siya ng masa. And that was the same, those were the elements that I tried to, or our team tried to capture, and we won, kay Digong, kay Mayor Rodrigo Duterte. Karakter, tapang. Malasakit, compassion.
Tapang at malasakit.
Tapang at malasakit, no?
Totoo.
At
Totoo
ang
yan.
kinuha ko pang advertising agency doon, yung advertising agency na ginamit ni Manny Villar nung tumakbo siya pero natalo siya ni Pinoy. No? Kasi ang ganda ng mga ads ni,
Correct.
ni Manny Villar noon eh, no? So, yun. At the end of the day, ano yan? Kung
Ano,
anong
Rodrigo?
feeling ng masa,
And
emotional ano.
And when Rodrigo Duterte started, how many governors were on his side?
Wala.
Wala.
Sa totoo lang, wala.
Oo,
Miski
wala
yung
yan
mga
eh.
taga Mindanao, ayaw magpa-enlist sa kanya, no? Walang open support sa kanya, no? So, yeah, totoo 'yon, no? Di ba?
Because Pinoy was a very popular president.
Yeah, Pinoy bumaba lang naman ang ratings ni Pinoy, ang approval rating nung Mamasapano, no?
Right.
But before that, he had pretty good ratings. I also helped him in 2010, no? Against Manny Villar and the other candidates.
Naalala ko, Chair Lito, nung nandun tayo sa Davao. Nandun ka pa, pumunta pa kayo sa restaurant ko. Tapos yung kino-convince niyo pa siya.
Sarap ng pagkain doon sa restaurant ko.
Thank you. So, yung kino-convince niyo pa siya, tapos sabi mo pa, hindi ko alam pa paano namin ko-convince. Yun yung exact
Yeah.
words na sinabi mo
So
sa
paano
akin.
niyo na-convince si Rodrigo Duterte na tumakbo, Chairman?
Actually, it started off by telling him just look at the demographics of the country. At that time, 23%. Ngayon, 24% na. 23% of the national vote comes from Mindanao. And 20% comes from the Visayas. Pero dun sa Visayas, na 20%, mahigit kalahati nun, 10.5%, speak Cebuano. And kako sa kanya, ang tatay mo taga Cebu, taga Danao, di ba? So, meron kang emotional attachment doon sa Central Visayas. So, kako, ikaw lang yung kandidato na meron kagad na regional bailiwick. A huge chunk of the votes. 1/3 of the entire country, of the entire voter population. Kaya lang, ang sabi niya, wala siyang pera, wala siyang makinarya, ganun-ganon. Sabi ko, umikot muna tayo. No? Mag-ikot muna tayo sa buong bansa. No? Magsalita ka, magpakilala ka, ganon. And let's see how it goes. Alam mo yan si Presidente Digong, Mayor Digong pa noon.
Ayaw niyang patawag kahit nung naging presidente siya eh.
Ano pa siya, binigyan pa kami ng tasking. Kailangan daw, bago siya magdesisyon, 18%, at least 18% siya sa surveys. Kasi nagumpisa siya 3%, 4% eh. No? Kailangan daw makahit ng 18%. And that was not an easy thing to do, considering na wala kang makinarya, wala ka pang pera. No?
Yeah.
So talagang, alam mo kung tutuusin mo, yung presidency is destiny eh. Nung nagsalita siya sa Sheraton, sa Century Park Hotel, that was November 1 or 3 ganon. At minura niya yung Pope.
Oh, yeah.
No? Sa loob-loob ko noon, naku, talo na tayo ako. Kabado na ako. Minura yung Pope, no? Of course, hindi naman niya minura yung person ng Pope. At, di ba yung niya, kasi
parang
na-traffic
hindi
nga siya, no? Na hindi siya makaabot sa airport para sa flight niya sa Davao. No, pero nagulat ako, no? The following day, meron kaming
Survey,
meeting na the small group. Sabi ko, medyo
Tame down.
medyo konting atras, konting apology na dahil alam ko hindi ka naman mag-a-apologize. Pero medyo i-explain mo in a nice way. Hindi ganun eh. Binalata na naman niya, no? But yun na nga, pag destined ka, ayun na, no?
So this is another example, katulad po ng sinasabi nyo, ng first experience nyo, na hindi porke may makinarya ka or may pera ka. So nangyari po ulit kay PRRD.
Yeah, actually, I started off, in fact, I'm writing a book. It's almost finished.
Oh,
Kasi,
okay.
I had been part of 7 presidential campaigns, starting with Cory Doy, no? Kasi nung nasa US ako, nagkausap kami ni Ninoy Aquino and he asked me, pag bumalik ka naman sa Pilipinas, tulungan mo yung opposition, which at that time was led by Doy Laurel, yung Unido. So that's how I got into politics. Di naman ako political science graduate or no. So that's how I started. Cory Doy nanalo. Pagkatapos natalo nga kay Mitra, ang nanalo si FVR, no? Pagkatapos si Erap, nanalo si Erap. Pagkatapos ni Erap, 'di ba, natanggal nga sa EDSA 2, no? Si Ping Lacson, kinuha akong campaign manager para sa senador. And when he ran for president in 2004 against FPJ and GMA, no? President GMA, ang campaign manager namin noon was Ronnie Zamora, no? And then ako ang assistant campaign manager and spokesperson of that campaign. So talo na naman 'yon. Pero nakabawi ako kasi noong 2010 si Pinoy ang tinulungan ko, no? And nanalo si Pinoy followed by Duterte. So 4 yung panalo ko, 3 yung talo, si Mitra, Ping Lacson, then lately, noong 2022, si Isko Moreno. So, 4 wins, 3 losses. Lamang pa naman ng isa.
Kayo rin po pala ang nag-ano kay Senator Ping.
Oo.